and we are live. So come sit by the
We
fire.
are live.
It's still showing the standby mode. I'm assuming it's gonna
There's
take a minute.
a lag
we go.
time.
There we go.
Can y'all hear? There's a stool in the corner.
All right, welcome
Nice
everybody.
voiceover.
How are you guys doing?
Welcome, everybody.
Hello. Make sure everybody can hear us.
I just let in the bar cat. You know how he gets when everybody's here and he's not allowed in.
Okay, Seraphine, I know you're lying. 'Cause I just
Yeah, because he said he can't hear us after he asked if anybody could hear us.
yeah.
Silly Bard. What am I gonna do with you? I'm gonna have to bend you over my knee and spank you.
Oh my
Make sure
goodness.
everybody can hear us.
I didn't realize it was that
Everybody
kind of place. I just let in the bar cat.
This is the tavern in the realm of PA nightmares. It's whatever place I want it to be.
Okay.
And in that spirit, welcome, travelers. I had to.
Yeah, I know.
Wow.
I tried to keep it quieter so it wouldn't blow out your guys' eardrums.
Oh wow.
Thank you.
Say hi to Antonio for us, okay? Kenny. Hi, Gamma.
What's up, Gamma? Boggs? Barty Poo? Mama's
Okay.
here.
PA, you've got the link.
Silver
Just to-
Threads is here.
Just to let everybody know, we are here this week. Next week we will be at the Nevermore Collective. So go over there, give it some love, and it doesn't have anything there yet, but it will. And make sure you sub over there so you'll get all the notifications and everything over there as well.
We will be streaming over there next episode 2. There's the link for everybody. Please go check it out. We are doing it on here tonight or today, whatever time it is for you guys. Just so we can, get a little more foot traffic over there before we start going live on that channel, because we want all you guys to be aware of it beforehand.
Yes, it is a cool name for the channel. You did a very good job,
Yes.
Raven.
Yes, Birdman.
Yes. The
Oh, and,
Birdman has... I can't even talk. It was an awesome job.
Yes, and he kind of surprised everybody with it. So yeah. But
Mhm. Yeah.
so we've got PA
Out of the
Nightmares
goodness of
here.
his heart.
Yeah. We've got PA Nightmares here. We've got Filia Noctis, the Daughter of Darkness, and me.
Hello.
Me and Mina.
Me and Mina.
And
Undead
me and
ballerina.
Mina.
But Mia, with that being said, I since you're undead, I wouldn't try any of those ballet moves. Yeah, you might break a leg, literally.
Hey, I took ballet for 5 years. Leave me alone. Actually, my mom said she put me in ballet lessons because I couldn't walk in a straight line, and she was afraid that I'd go into kindergarten and fall down. So she put me in ballet. I don't know why I took it for so long. I actually loved it. I took ballet and tap.
So
yes, Sater, you're singing Mia.
So just a small plug. Silver Threads is going to be dropping a video tomorrow. The time is still to be announced, but it's called "There's Been a String of Suicides in My Town. The Victims Always Break Their Mirrors First." It has Silver Threads, 242 reads, our very own Miss Creepy Tales, and myself in it. So
that sounds like an interesting, very interesting story.
So guys, just be on the lookout for that tomorrow.
Oh, Boggs, you got episode 3 of the farmer story coming up
Nice.
tomorrow. That is a cool story. Yeah, that is a cool story. A really cool story. Josie!
Hey, it's the bestie. She's here.
Hi, Josie.
You know, we really should go through here and say hello to everybody that's in here. Hero X Erica.
Oh, Eric. Yay.
Welcome, Hero.
Yes, I think.
Twisted Skipster.
I think we should go through and.
Oh, Twisted's here. Welcome, Twisted. How you doing? You
Yeah,
sexy
let me
beast.
scroll back to the top. Let's see. We've got Silver Threads. We've got Terror Talk. We've got Seraphine. We've got Grim Reaper Pasta, which is Kenny. I can't. That's so much to say. I can't do it.
Yeah.
Of course, we've got 242 Reads. We've got PA Nightmares. We've got Filia Noctis. We've got me. I said
Okay.
Seraphine. We've got
Boggs.
As the Raven Dreams. We've got The Boggs Official.
Yeah, who just made me laugh by saying, PA, who is myself? That would be PA Nightmares, there, Boggs. That would be me.
We've got Mama
Mama!
and Josie and Infinite Psychosis
My goodness.
and Terry Brown.
Ooh.
Aisha just came in.
That's what I said. We got Aisha.
Hi, Aisha.
Did you get Gamma? Did you list
No,
off
I
Gamma?
didn't get Gamma. There's Gamma. Gamma, I'm not even going to try to say your last name because I know I'm going to say it wrong.
Could it be?
Twisted Skipster. And as the new Titans, Satyr. Phone, don't you do that.
That's interesting, Boggs.
everybody.
Farmer Ray is, in all actuality, is one part of a much larger universe. I'll be bringing it all out, but wanted to bring it all with what I felt would be the most logical point to begin with. Nifty.
It's been interesting listening to Farmer Ray, so I love how you've got the one.
You're right, Mama. It is the first day of spring.
Yes, it is. It's the first day of spring. It is the spring equinox, which means that the sun is over the equator right now.
Right, and it's the
Some
first day
people
of the
think
travel.
it's
I love that
equal.
You've got
daylight and darkness.
Right. I like the way that you've got.
I'm losing darkness now.
I like the way that Farmer Ray, I guess it's the second episode, where it's a spider that killed the bear on the roof,
I remember that one.
it ends up that she has Alzheimer's. I love that. It's like, wow, that's a way to do it. Aisha.
Hey, here's Chris. Hey,
There's
Chris.
My Chris.
Aisha, how's your bedroom coming? I can't wait to see it.
Oh yeah, pictures.
Yeah. Yeah, 42 had a lot of help from you doing it, Raven.
It is a totally cool background.
It is. It really is.
I mean, I'm sure you all are already, but if you're not, then the question is why you should definitely go check out 242 Reads. She did all of this for us, so definitely check out her channel if you already haven't subscribed.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Yes, absolutely.
And of course, if you haven't subscribed to Filia or PA or me or Raven
or Boggs, just
Or
check out
Boggs,
everybody in the chat.
just check out everybody.
Or the Nevermore Collective.
Yes, the Nevermore Collective.
All the pretty links are currently on the screen.
I'm such a dork. I just tried to touch the link with my finger. I don't have a touch screen.
I do that.
I thought
and you know what?
If you could click on those, and it would take you right to the places.
Right?
I do that, and Kinsley's here, and she sees me do that, and she goes, "Oh my, it's not the touchscreen."
Well, why not?
I didn't pay the extra for it.
Damn it.
My mother's computer has a touch screen, and it frustrates me that she doesn't use it.
You had to hide the Guinness?
I didn't pay the extra to get it.
I actually, my Chromebook has a touchscreen, and I never use it. I always use a mouse. It's
this laptop has a touchscreen, and there are times when I wish it wasn't a touchscreen. But then when and I forget that it is, and so I'll be doing something and I'll accidentally hit the screen, and all of a sudden I'm going, "What?"
Gosh
There's
darn it.
a secret hidden Guinness.
Oh, okay. I know what you're talking about.
But there's links in the way. I can't see everything.
Okay, Bob. Okay, Boggs.
Boggs, I'll touch your screen.
Guinness? You mean the Guinness behind my head? Or is there another one?
I'm not sure that's the one she's talking about. Yep,
that one. That's the one she's talking about. So
I don't know, because there's a lot of other places she could have hid when she's sneaky.
Normally, we're gonna have a guest who is a writer or whatever PA decides to bring us.
A writer, a narrator, a drinker. Since we're in a tavern, excuse me.
Well, that's what we were talking about earlier. It's like back before you had town halls, the tavern was the center of the community.
It's called a pub because it was a public space.
Wasn't always called a pub though. It was called a tavern in a lot of places.
In England, pubs were public spaces. Yeah. That's where you went to get the news of what was going on.
Get the news.
The local gossip.
You need a job, you go there because somebody would. There would be people who knew about jobs in the area and would know.
And it wasn't just for men; it was for
women too.
Women could go, although not a lot of women probably did because they had to stay home with all the, squalid kids and stuff. But you found out who was dying, who was born,
who was sick,
what the predictions for who was sick, what the farming or the sheep, depending on where you were.
Actually, Boggs,
you went there to get all the information.
Yeah, and Boggs at one time they were both one and the same. But anyway, we weren't going to bring that up. But you could get a winch
because that is not the case here.
No, it's not the case here, but
unless the other two girls have something going on that I wasn't informed of.
Yeah, nobody told me that.
I have my secrets. You don't know me.
Very delayed. Why are we delayed? I mean, what?
There's always a delay in our response.
Yeah.
The chat and our responses, but
But so
Oh, it's
I
only about
think
30 seconds. That's not bad.
yeah, I think
42.
PA
That's very standard.
yeah, I think PA had the idea that for today, um, we were going to let you guys get to know us. Did you want them to ask us questions,
They
or
can if they so desire.
because I know I'm trying to put together a 400 subscriber live stream where I take questions from everybody, but I haven't found a time to do it yet. But yeah, if you've got any questions for us, put it in the chat. We'll
Absolutely.
answer questions. It's not too bad. What is the sound of one hand clapping? Thud, thud, thud. It's
Okay, we've got a 43.79 second delay, which is really not bad.
no, that's not bad.
I've been on shows where we've had up to a 2-minute delay.
Yeah. So for right now, the internet is being good. What happens if you're scared to death twice?
Well, it doesn't, because if you're scared to death, you die.
The second one just reanimates your corpse. That's how zombies are made. I'm sticking by that. I'm sticking.
Oh
I'm
my
sticking by
God.
that. I'm sticking by that answer.
Yeah, I'm with 42. You die twice. You die, you come back, you die again.
Only if
We
they
do have
bring you
CPR.
back.
They can bring you
Right.
back sometimes,
Sometimes they can.
even if you don't want it. I mean, what?
Booga booga booga.
Well, sometimes when you come back, it's a different. Never mind.
When it comes to writing and stories, what's more important to you between character development and overall story arc?
To me, or let PA answer that one first, and then.
Oh, you just gotta make me answer it first.
Mhm.
I don't know.
For
I
you.
like character development, but the overall arc and story arc is usually more important for me. I like to have the arc of the story at least mostly planned out, so I know where I'm going, and then I just kind of let the characters develop themselves from the story idea.
See, sometimes I don't even know where the story's going. The characters, I don't want them to be. In most cases, I want you to be able to somehow connect with the character. So that's what I really want people to connect with them. You'll and PA's noticed this in some of my stories. I don't even give a physical description of the character. You have no. They could be purple people eaters for all you know, but you're finding out about them through the story. So yeah, the story kind of drives the character development as well as the story arc. So actually heard, can't even remember what I was watching this week. I was watching something and they said something. I've told people that I was told by another author that I grew up knowing. And he said, don't tell, show. When you're writing, show. You're not telling people, you're showing. So
That's
yeah,
good advice.
the sun rose in the sky, and the sky was orange and yellow. That's sort of telling. But if you show that instead and let the reader see it in their mind, it's a whole lot more productive for the story itself. So yeah, Filia.
Felia's favorite is Chinese food. Right. Sorry. What's your favorite junk food? Chinese. What's your favorite food? Chinese. I love Chinese food. I try really hard to balance it out so that because if you don't have, enough information on the characters, you don't become invested. Therefore, the story doesn't matter. But if you spend too much time on the characters, then people kind of get bored and they're like, well, why are we here? Nothing's happening. So I try and balance it as much as I can for me,
Yeah. Gotta adjust my screen here because my top chat went away. My chat went away. No, come back.
Seraphim just says, Boggs just says, Seraphim, squirrel. That is all, apparently.
Okay, so
Yes.
The train question, does it really matter? Because if they're going in opposite directions on the same line, they're going to crash.
They didn't say that. See, that's where you leave information out. He said a train leaves the station going the speed of sound, and a train leaves the station going the speed of light. When do they meet?
No, the speed of news.
Well, do they?
How long until the trains meet? They'll never meet, honestly, because.
Oh, all right. Yeah. But you need to know if they're going the same direction or not.
Yeah, we don't know. We don't know what
and
direction
are they leaving
they're
at
going.
the same time?
That's the true hard-hitting question there, Boggs. Seraphim, how much caffeine did you have today? Zero caffeine. I got a picture of you just jumping off the walls at work there, Seraphim.
He can't have caffeine.
Oh yeah, that's right. He can't. He's still he can still be a wackadoo and jump off the walls though.
What is love?
Is he doing sugar?
Got to deal with it.
What
is love? Oh my God.
Got to do with it.
There's also a song called "What Is Love."
Yeah, there is.
What is love? Don't hurt me. Yeah. I don't know what love is.
If you could take the place of one of your MCs,
I want to say more important than yourself, but
okay. So if we could take the place of one, I'm guessing that's main characters. Would you? I actually, yes, I would change places with several of my main characters, honestly. I'm not going to tell you which ones. One actually, I absolutely adore the character. You guys haven't met her yet, but I definitely would. I would change places with her in a heartbeat. What about you, PA, Filia?
With the way I treat my main characters, absolutely not a chance in hell.
I was just kind of thinking about that. God, they die. They all die.
Yeah, all of his characters die.
I am an asshole to my main characters, so no, I'm good on that one.
He's George R.R. Martin. Everybody's gonna die, dudes. Just get ready for it. How about you, Filia?
And if I leave one alive, each time I feel for that character's safety even more. Sorry, Philly, go ahead.
Yeah, I don't. No,
I
no,
was just kind of thinking
they
about
die.
that. God, they die.
My characters die.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
have characters
you know,
that
I'm in the
don't die.
process of writing about
Ask,
2 different serial killers.
like,
It just no.
if one of my main characters ever lives, you guys should just go, huh, I wonder what he has planned for that person. Because generally, if they live, I have a plan for them later down the road.
Yeah.
Wait, what's going to happen in the next story?
If he leaves a character alive, there's going to be more. There's going to be more story. Just saying. What's your favorite junk food? We already know Filia's.
Chinese food?
Yeah, Chinese food.
Chinese.
What's yours, PA?
Chinese food.
We all know mine already. It's pie.
Pie.
It's not a junk food.
Yes, Raven. If I leave a character alive, typically that means there's a sequel bound to happen at some point.
Favorite junk food. I'm right now, given the season, Cadbury cream eggs. And if I could get the cream by itself, I'd go for that even more.
Cadbury eggs?
Yeah, Cadbury cream eggs.
Oh.
So fun fact about PA. I don't eat Reese's cups unless the Halloween, Christmas tree, or Easter egg ones are out, because I've gone to the store and gotten Reese's cups that the peanut butter tasted so stale that it disgusts me. But because they make those fresh year round, like for the holidays, I can eat those ones.
See, I can't have Reese's cups because I can't have peanut butter.
Your life must be miserable.
No, not really.
I actually don't like.
Are you allergic to peanuts?
I'm not allergic to peanuts. I'm not allergic to peanut butter, but it tears my stomach to pieces.
I know Raven's favorite junk food, Oreos.
Ooh, Oreos are good. So we're playing.
Unless I'm wrong.
Chess. I'm fairly new, and I don't realize yet that I have checkmate. You know that it's only a matter of time till I notice. What do you do? What do you say to distract me so I don't realize it?
Well, that's.
Who asked that question?
That was Seraphin.
I honor the rules of the game, and I say checkmate, and I drop my my piece because I like chess, and I could have just honored the game.
Yeah.
I don't do anything because I don't play chess and I don't know the rules. So
my son, I actually had this happen with my son, and I'm like, do you want to really look at the board again? Because I too, I honor the game. I love chess. It's been a while since I played it, but yeah. Seraphin, again, what are your opinions on the concept of the flat character arc? I don't like flat characters. I want it. Okay, so like this, I'm still. The reason I don't have my St. Patrick's Day story out is I'm still trying to finish it, and there's a lot not told in this. You at this point, I'm almost the character that I'm writing. You don't know the main character's first name. You don't know her relationship with the male that she's living with is, if it's her father, if it's her husband, whatever, brother, whatever. You don't know. You still don't know what the importance of the dagger is, PA.
I will figure what out. I will figure out what that dagger is used for one way or another.
So, yeah, but you know a little bit about her. You know that you know approximately what she looks like because I did give a description of her in this one. Um, you know that you're not in modern times because she talks about lighting candles and using the hearth for heating the house uh, and so forth. But
They could be off gridders.
yeah, they could be. But you hear,
You know, those people that live off the grid.
yeah.
Okay.
But she's you know that she works in the garden, a carriage or anything like that. So it's a rural area that she's in, not a suburban, not an urban area. So you get that kind of information. Um,
Hmm.
but I don't like flat characters. I don't like a character that's just you don't have any idea of any of their dimensions. It's just like that's what I have problems with a lot of games, video games. When you make your character, they're like, well, what is your character? Well, my character does this, this, and that. No, you have to choose one profession. You can't do more than that. That's one of the things I loved about Star Wars Galaxies when it first came out. You could have different um, skills, different skill sets. Like you learn, you know, through your life, you learned how to fence, you learned how to shoot, you learned how to, and you could do those different things. You could be a pistolier, you could be a fencer, you could be a martial artist. But a lot of games, when you start playing them, they just want you. What are you? I'm a druid. Okay, so all you can do is heal and use a bow. Well, I can use a scimitar too. Well, yeah, but
And staff.
you have to decide what you're going to carry. Um,
Right.
I just so I don't like that. Although PA has a lot of flat characters. The dictionary has way too many plot holes. How
Yes,
about that?
I do have a few flat characters, but that's because I like to build up my world a little more. And um, even though I don't really describe my characters, I give my characters personality. And
Mhm.
I
Mhm.
like to think that that makes up for the lack of detail in what they look like, as
Okay.
because in the dialogue in my dialogue, that's where I shine. So a lot of my stories are dialogue heavy, and you get a good feel for the character from his personality and how he acts, and I like that.
1 second. 1 second. Aisha, take care. Be safe,
Oh,
honey.
Oh,
thank you,
Aisha, be care.
thank you for coming,
Love
Aisha. We
you.
appreciate it. We love you.
Yes, thank you so much for being here.
Now that you say that,
Okay.
yeah, I didn't even think about that. That I don't really give my characters any description. Might have to start working on that.
Yeah, I do that sometimes, like especially in the shorter stories. You'll notice that I don't really worry about what they look like sometimes.
Yeah,
Um, but at the same time, if it's a first person story, I kind of want the reader to put themselves in that spot.
yeah,
And you know, I know it's going to be kind of hard for guys to do that with my female characters, or on the other side, the male characters with female readers. But there are other times where I have such a clear vision of this character in my head that I
Hey,
can't
Crow.
not tell what they look like. You know what I mean?
And the crow flies has entered the coop.
Crow. What advice have you been given as an author or storyteller that has helped you the most? And what advice would you pass along to newbies?
Don't tell show.
Don't tell show and read the story out loud.
I agree with that too. Also, have people read your stories to make sure they make sense. And if you come across someone that's like, maybe it's not their style of story, and so they're like, I didn't, it wasn't good or whatever. People like that, even if it's your parents, they just have to be negative. So give it to somebody else. Don't take one person's word that the story wasn't good.
Right.
Share it with everybody.
And
As many people
yeah,
as you can.
I can't remember who it was I was talking to recently. They said that they run their stories through a voice reader.
Oh, interesting.
And that is interesting because that's the only problem there is that one of the reasons that, yes, that's going to catch where you got your fingers got a little bit too fast and you forgot words.
Right.
Because I do that all the time. And
Yeah.
you're going to catch, sentences that don't make sense, or, where you literally, maybe you fell asleep while you were typing and you wrote half a sentence and then wrote a different half for the end,
Yes.
But
Woke up and went, oh, I need to finish this.
what you're not going to get is you're not going to get a flow, because the reader, an automatic reader, is not going, it's going to flow whether it flows. When you're reading it out loud, you get a sense of how it feels to the reader. You get a sense of the flow that it's going to give the reader. So
Well, there's no voice affect with
right,
the voice reader either. So it won't know what word has to have the emphasis on it
right,
because it doesn't work contextually.
right.
Wow, these words are hard today.
Words are hard. That's my other thing, is words are hard. They're always hard. They don't get easier.
No gooder.
What?
I said, I know English no gooder.
You know English no gooder? Yeah.
I was watching a court case that was happening in England. They were having it was actually a hearing, and the barristers were standing there with their little wigs, and they were discussing the case and giving their evidence and so forth and making their arguments. And somebody in there said, somebody translate this because I don't understand it. And I'm like, it's English. It doesn't sound like English. No, this is real English, like English, like the Queen's English. We don't speak English in America. We speak American.
Americanese.
What's my opinion of the dictionary?
Oh, I think everybody should have their own personal dictionary.
Right.
The bigger, the better.
Boy, you guys answered Raven's last question, right?
Haven't gotten down to it yet.
Oh, the one about the advice?
That's the one
we were just doing that.
Yeah. I didn't get to chime in. I was AFK for a moment.
We're sorry.
Well, chime in,
we're
dude.
Sorry.
So the advice I would give for authors is some of the advice that I was given is, if you want to world build, which is something I'm working on, adding a little bit of detail as you go along to open the world up is a great way to world build. Like, you just slowly stack more and more detail on it. So, like, wherever the character starts off, you kind of describe his surroundings, and then say he goes out into the world, and then you describe more of what the world looks like. So you just build on what you did. And for storytellers, some of the best advice I got was, when you're starting to narrate, to like starting off, just try to find a way to picture it like you're talking to friends, so you make it feel more casual. Because even I started off, very stiff and not comfortable with it, but like the more you do it, the more comfortable you get. So just try to imagine like you're telling a story to friends, because that's how I do it.
Well, there's something else that you just
I do too.
mentioned. Um, that you just, well, you just brought back to my mind was another thing that I was told when, and this is something Steve Stockton reminded me of as well. Um, if you want to be a great writer, if you truly want to be a really great writer, read.
Yes.
Read the type of things that you want to write. So if you want to write horror, read horror. You want to write fantasy, read fantasy. You want to, whatever you want to write, read it. Because if you read the great writers, the great stories that are written in that genre, you will pick up what you need to put in your writing. Now, Steve
And
Stockton,
I don't personally think that watching the movie of something is the same as reading the book, because there's so much left out. You want the nuances of the written word.
Well, I mean, and I don't know how many people have actually read the book
They're
Gone
having
with
a
the Wind.
discussion about Paul. Liberty and justice for Paul. Paul who? I don't know, but he deserves justice. But does he deserve freedom? We all deserve justice, including Paul. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Paul deserves justice, but should be caged forever. I love our people. Our
The
people
Q
are
twist was
crazy.
quite quaint and quelled my questionable desires.
Oh, alliteration.
Yes, I love alliteration. I have a hard time doing it sometimes, but I do love it. How you
It's
doing,
not always
Crow?
warranted.
No, you have to have the right place for it. The T's tell me that there are tons of thinky things that to be taught and thought. Nice. Be speaking freedom units. 20-minute warning.
Well, guys,
It's actually 10. It's actually 10.
Well, it was 20 when she posted it.
Yeah.
I watched her. And we started late.
Yeah, we started late.
My bad.
We're doing pretty good,
The
Crow.
lateness was.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, sorry about the lateness of the start of the show. That was me. I didn't wake up. Literally just did not wake up. I was sleeping so good. I had a fan going in my room, so it was just a little bit chilled. So I was curled up and yeah.
Oh, so we have 15 more. Okay.
She's just handing out minutes right and left.
I tell you, love it.
Well,
yeah, I do have a story that's getting ready to come out, PA, that pretty much does what you were talking about world building. You've actually read part of a story about this character.
Yeah.
This is the character from the Serenity Lake story.
Oh, nice.
And we're actually going to get introduced to her on my channel when I put it up on my channel.
Awesome.
The first story you're going to get about her is called Hot Chocolate. So that's going to be different. We used to say that, if somebody says, well, excuse my writing, my words aren't working today, you just say something like, well, that's okay. It's a good thing we speak and read. whoever it is, E's. So say for me it would be Mia E's. For Filia it would be Filia E's. For PA it would
Feelies.
be
Feelies.
Phillies. It would be PA's. Yes, please hit the like button.
PAEs.
Please hit the like button. Make sure you join the Nevermore Collective. We will be there next week.
Hit that like button and make sure it
42
feels
E's.
it.
Felia-ish.
Hit that like button and make sure it feels it. Trademark by Q42. You gotta say the trademark or you'll get in trouble.
Yeah. 3 lukewarms and a cot.
Well, he was talking about 3 hots and a cot guaranteed. That's usually what they say when you go to jail, is that you get 3 hots and a cot.
Yeah, 3 hot meals.
In Arizona, you don't get 3 hot meals. Your lunch is usually a sandwich. Quite often your dinner may be a sandwich. Breakfast is usually, breakfast is pretty much the hot that you get.
Yeah.
Is it Arizona or was that in New Mexico where they had the tent jail?
That was Arizona.
It was
City.
Arizona. Tent City.
Oh yeah, Tent City and Pink.
Yeah, that we had a sheriff
pink.
that did Pink in North Carolina, but the Tent City where
you got it from Arpaio.
They didn't even have actual cells. They're in tents, guys. They're in
They
tents.
were dormitory style. Yeah, in the heat. But it wasn't like that. They would lift the sides up on the tents to allow airflow and stuff. And it was pretty uncomfortable, but you know what? Before air conditioning, that's how uncomfortable everybody was.
Oh, they shut down Tent City? Okay. I just remember it when I was
been shut down since Joe Arpaio is no longer the sheriff in Maricopa County, which is where Phoenix is. He lost his last bid for it. And they shut it down. I think it was a good idea. I think it was a good deterrent. Most of the people that were there are like, I don't want to fucking go back.
And that's the other side of it, is people who get in and they've got 3 meals a day and a place to sleep and a roof over their head, and they don't have to do anything for it, you know.
Exactly.
They get out and they go right back in because it was a lot easier to live inside than it is outside.
If you want any more details about Tent City,
look it up
Christine
on the
Baker. Christine Baker can give you all the information you want because she was there for 10 months. She just said so in the chat.
She was, yeah. The kids today don't know what it was like to have no AC. Yeah. You know, when I moved down here, even with AC, I learned very quickly why my ancestors took siestas in the afternoon, early afternoon, because
it's the hottest part of the day. You might as well sleep through it.
And going in your room and stripping down to as much as you can and taking a nap for 3 or 4 hours is really, really nice when it's really, really hot outside. Oh, yeah. 42, I'm sorry.
Well, we don't know where she lives. Maybe she lives in Maine, and it doesn't get hot Canada. There. Oh, well, see?
She's in Canada.
When I was a kid in Phoenix, and Chris can attest to this because she grew up here too, most of the houses didn't have air. We had what we called a swamp cooler, which is a giant fan motor. And you have these panels of Excelsior. It's a type of like wood shaving stuff, and water trickles through it, and the fan sucks air through the wet stuff to use to cool. Well, that's great, except when the humidity gets really, really high, and then you're just pumping in more moisture. And in, late summer, that's what we had. And I
Mhm.
remember getting ready for dates, and you had to have an extra, like a tiny little fan where you were putting your makeup on so your makeup would dry
Hmm.
because it was so moist in the house. So you had to
See, we
fan
did.
yourself.
We didn't have an air conditioner or a heater in the house that I was first in. I have to say it that way. My dad put in a flue chimney and put in a wood burning stove in the basement, and then vents to get the heat to move up from the basement.
Yeah.
And we had a window air conditioner on the mid floor to air condition the whole house. When we moved, Dad made sure that we had a central heating unit in the house because both my sister and my mother were asthmatic,
Mm.
and the air
It filters the air.
it needed they needed to filter the air, and they needed the cutting of the humidity because humidity in North Carolina is really, really heavy. And PA,
Yeah.
are you being too quiet? Are you dead? Are you
No, I'm
there?
here.
Are you there? Okay.
Okay. So yeah, and I know, in Canada, in uh, the northern states, Washington State, Idaho, so forth, they don't have a lot of use for a lot of air conditioning.
Right.
Of course, you guys
They do
think that
have a couple
80
of days
degrees
a
is
year that
hot,
they get
so.
shit. No, I'm sorry. I don't know. Are we allowed to cuss? I'm sorry, guys. I'm from Phoenix. 80 degrees is nice. 115, 120, then we're starting to have problems.
115,
And we get to
120.
cuss.
That's about the regular temperature. I mean, hey CCG, you made it.
See,
Stacy knows
Um,
about how hot it gets in Phoenix, too. She's from
yeah,
Phoenix. Well, she's
yeah.
originally she's born in Texas, but she's an Arizona girl.
Yeah, I was born in North Carolina, so I'm a Tar Heel.
Oh,
But
I'm sorry.
I live in Cajun land now.
Yep.
I was born in PA. 80 degrees is hot for me.
Yeah, you want to hear? I'm gonna make PA cringe here, okay? And actually, Seder will probably get a kick out of this. So yeah, accents. I was Tar Heel born, Tar Heel bred, and when I die, I'll be a Tar Heel dead. Yeah, 80
You
degrees is.
guys may cringe at the heat, but I complain when it's 30 degrees.
Oh,
Chris and CCG complain when it's 40 degrees.
oh,
So,
that's one of the reasons I moved down here. Well, other than the fact that I had a job. But yeah, it's like I moved down here to get away
5
from
degrees
that.
Celsius. Oh, 41 Fahrenheit. Okay.
I moved down
See,
here
that
to
all
get
sounds
away
hot.
from that heat, the cold. And
30 degrees is not hot, honey.
no.
You Canadian
Well,
thing.
30 degrees Celsius is 80 degrees. So
Right. So 30 degrees Fahrenheit is 0.
yes.
Well, 32 degrees
Well,
would
it's
be 0.
actually lower than 0, but yeah.
Yeah,
But
I just never dealt with the heat well. I don't like heat at all.
yeah, my mom didn't deal with heat well. My husband doesn't deal with heat well, but he was born in Mississippi, so he's kind of used to it. But he also doesn't mind the cold. It's like
Right.
it's 40 degrees outside, he's wearing shorts.
I know a lot of guys like that. I know guys that, it's snow. They wear hiking boots and cargo shorts. And there's, a foot of snow on the ground. It's like, what part of stupid are you?
How about when he was in Germany?
Oh well.
Welcome.
So we have
welcome
5
to me.
minutes left.
Welcome to my
Oh,
world.
okay.
Chris
where
just
I'm-
said, right.
What's that, Filia?
Chris said when she was pregnant with her twins in Lake Havasu City, which is where the London Bridge is, it got up to
Yeah.
124 degrees in 1993.
I believe
Yeah.
that. My
Poor
daughter
baby.
was born in
Oh my
1993.
goodness. And she was pregnant with twins. Oh my God.
Yeah.
I can't even imagine.
Yeah. When my husband was stationed in Germany, he was in the barracks, and they had snow that actually covered the first 1.5 stories of their barracks. And he looked out, and he's in his boxers, and he jumped out the window into the snow. And he was comfortable with that. And yeah, I'm just like, how in the heck? You know?
Like, what are you again?
Right?
But he is. He's a walking thermonuclear heater. I get cold, I snuggle up to him. And I can get cold in 90-degree weather. Don't look at me like that. I'm not weird.
No, you're definitely weird.
Don't make me take the tornado down again. Yeah, Raven's maternal side is from Fargo. Eh? Nice one, Seraphin. Nice one. It's okay, CCG. It's okay. It's okay. We love you.
Oh, Cece, it's all right.
So right
It's all
now,
right.
where I am in the house,
You know,
it's
all things
76.7
considered,
degrees.
we have a great show. We had lots of people watching.
We've got 26 likes and we've got 18
which
people
is
watching right now.
26. I gotta say, it's better than the other place we used to work. Does anybody want to take a minute in case anybody doesn't know to discuss that?
No.
No,
Okay.
I would prefer not
Okay.
to.
That's fine.
Let's not, because that's
Tell your
not.
friends. We will be at. You're right. It isn't. Tell
the
your
Nevermore
friends we will be
Collective.
at the Nevermore Collective starting next week. And everybody, hit that like button. Show 42 some love. Show us some love. She did all the
And
work today, not us.
yeah, 42 said that she's going to make sure that this live stream, even though it's going to stay here on PA's channel, she's going to make sure it gets on the Nevermore Collective as well. So if you want to go there and listen to what you missed,
Yeah,
you can do
she's
that
gonna
too.
link it.
She's going to make sure it's over there and over here and
Everywhere.
everywhere.
Yes,
No wonder I can't find my way home.
it's because we've been
Sorry.
bouncing around.
It's a funny
Oh,
joke.
I'm a big girl. I know my way home. Quick, what movie is that line from? Anybody? Anybody remember?
I don't remember. May not have seen it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, make sure you give 42 a listen
Give you a
to
hint.
too, because she's a really great. I love her malicious compliance series. Of course, that's one of my favorite things too. And like I said, I'm trying to come up with a time and date for a 400 subscriber stream with questions and answers. So if you have any questions that you want, I'll be taking them from the chat, but also you can put them in my Twitter. There's a thread for that already over there. And if you know my Discord and you want to send it that way, you can do that too.
All right, everybody. Thanks for being
Trying to
here.
do that this week or next week.
PA,
Thank you.
take us
Llama
out.
Llama Duck.
What was that?
It's a song. Llama Llama Duck.
Llama
It's a
Llama
song.
Duck.
Okay. PA, take us out.
All right, guys. Thank you for coming. This has been the first episode of the Travelers Tavern. We will see you guys all on the Nevermore Collective next week. Thank you all for coming. We love you guys.
Love y'all. Be safe.
Love you.